pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson now. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
This is it. 19. 51. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one hauled in by Sample. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Jackson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. He's coming. We got time. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Check 4. Check 3. Watch the air.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7-7, our score after one. Watson, off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And now he'll tuck it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Deshaun Watson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ring out, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Trash. That's trash. Check the hot read. Kill. Go. Jump.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And an Allen run. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Undercut.
On second down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Safety's creeping. Slam. Check nickel. Where'd he go? 49. Check 49.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Right here, guys. Fight. 51. Too little, Pep. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Bang.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going for the deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This is caught. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 67 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Go, go, go. Rush in, rush in. Rush in. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike, Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Shift.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears.
On third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
On first down, Watson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He'll trot, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Under 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
42 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 26, check 26. Check. Kill. Go. Hey, turn it up.
Jackson to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mike 51. Soon, go. 51, Mike 51. Hey, we heavy on the edges. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch it.
Now Jackson on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, San Antonio.
Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Switch. Slam. 6 guys. Check. Alert 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a second timeout called. As they take it over, we step aside. And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm not ready. Watch out. Watch twitch.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Check 31. Check 31. Check 13. Check 13. He's checking. He's charged. Crash. Crash. Check. 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 Check.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Go on, Mike. 19. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. Wild Bill. Hands up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go. Number 53.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught. Lockett. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Go. 51's the mic. So don't say nothing. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mike 51. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the shoot. Watch the safety creep. Check safety.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the 1st. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
51's the mic. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
And Jackson throwing once more. Completes it to Benjamin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
At the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Watch the twist. Show it up. Check. Crunch. Hatchet. Nice.
Again, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. Hot route. Hot. Tight dog. Watch out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 51. Watch the pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. He's mine. 53's the mic. It's just me and you. Check. Fresno. Check 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check, check. Lucky. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Will. No.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check, 50, go. Check, 53, Mike. Your track, your table, baby. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
52, right 52. Watch the curl. Go. Motion. New Mike, 52. Mike, welcome. I got one. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Hey, alert 3. Deuce. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, 52's the mic. Check.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let him know. You go tight. You got tight. You got go.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start.
Everyone's got four down. I got you. Wide, go. Spine.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51's the mic. Watch the run. Hey. Watch the run. Check nickel. 49. Check 49. Whip. Watch the whip. Bang. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
25. Check 25. SOS. Check 3. Out. Hey, check 24. Mike 51. You better be.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now it's Lindsey, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.